starting the video with a big update. In the last part of the Lost Projects series, we talked about CL's international releases that were scrapped by YG, while she was still stuck in the company having her career boycotted. One of the projects mentioned was All In. We had a sneak peek of the MV because CL herself shared it on her Instagram profile at the time. But while I was working on this video, the full thing mysteriously appeared on the internet and in high quality. The video was recorded in 2016, so it being leaked right now felt pretty random, but finally put an end to the curiosity of millions of people who spent almost an entire decade wondering what we could have had. The All-In video pleasantly surprised fans, especially the final scene that shows CL lying in a heart-shaped pool of blood. The song contains a lot of the elements that were trending in pop music at the time, leading us to think that it could have been a big hit worldwide.
I need you all in.
Well, more stuff happened in the process of me editing. Just a few days ago, CL met with YG privately, reportedly to discuss matters concerning 21's future and the direction of her own solo career. The person responsible for leaking All In claimed that the leak was also discussed during the meeting, and that there's a chance the song will be officially released. In addition, the same leaker shared a snippet from a song titled Anti-Heartbreak, which is a collaboration with a Western singer. Apparently, the song was supposed to be included on CL's debut album Alpha, and the Western singer in question is Ellie Goulding, as she liked a fan's tweet assuming that she was the one featured on the track. After breaking K-pop in 2009 with the biggest scandal the industry had seen until then, members of TVXQ divided their own fandom in two by standing in different sides during a legal battle against SM, which led to the withdrawal of the three guys who shortly after would be known as JYJ. But a part of Cassie's still had hopes of OT5, a hope that actually still lives on almost 16 years later. The first album released by TVXQ as a duo was Keep Your Head Down. The album came out in January of 2011 and features the famous B-side, Maximum. In October of that same year, a dance practice was leaked and broke the internet because it revealed that Maximum was recorded by the original TVXQ lineup, marking an epic moment in the fandom. Even though the video only shows Yunho and Changmin practicing, it's possible to hear the voices of JYJ in the background, which brought tears to the eyes of many Cassies, who couldn't believe they were listening to a OT5 song for the first time again. Following their historic entry on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2009, the trailblazing group Wonder Girls was ready to continue with their world domination. The girls took on a tone of activities in the West in order to strengthen their name in the international scene. They were releasing songs in English and even starred in their own American movie, but were still yet to officially enter the American market with an exclusive body of work for it. In June of 2012, however, it seemed like this was about to change. Their CEO announced via Twitter that the awaited Wonder Girls' US album was finally complete. In September, the said record was reported by the American Billboard in an article that starts off as follows. To say American fans have been patient for K-pop queen's Wonder Girls' US debut album would be an understatement. Billboard interviewed the members and they shared a lot of details. They revealed that the album would feature different genres like electro, party dance songs, very emotional ballads, and a little bit of their signature retro sound. They claimed that one of the songs included on the track list would be an English version of their #1 hit, Be My Baby. The girls said that the album would be out very soon, apologized and thanked the fans for waiting such a long time. Aside from the producers from JYP, J.R. Rodham, who's behind hits by international stars such as Rihanna, was confirmed as a part of the album's production. The team of songwriters consisted of professionals who had already written for Beyoncé, Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson, and more. Nick Jonas from the Jonas Brothers was also reported as a songwriter. That same month, Wonder Girls appeared on iHeartRadio and performed for the first time 3 exclusive songs from the upcoming record, Ouch, Wake Up, and Stay Together, which was composed by member Yen. It seemed that an official announcement could be made at any moment, but it didn't. In fact, the news that was about to come out was not pleasant at all. Just a few months after, in January of 2013, the public was met with the shocking announcement that the leader, Sunny, would be leaving Wonder Girls for an indefinite period of time, in order to focus on her life as a freshly married woman. Sunny's hiatus put Wonder Girls' activities on hold for 2 years. The group only came back in 2015, with a new lineup and no English album. At that point, the international hype that started back in 2009 had already faded, so they never released anything outside Korea again. The American album of Wonder Girls went down as one of the most anticipated projects in K-pop. The hype around the release was immense, so to think that such a big opportunity was lost is very disappointing. But at least we still have the live performances to give us a taste.
Should be the one to set it down, no more lying. Look at us crying. Ouch, it's hurting inside. Tell me why your love is heartbreak, heartache, and it's more than I can take. First smile, then tears, and then it is too late. Everybody's looking for a little sweet touch. Maybe I was hoping for a little too much, 'cause I know, you know, it's just heartbreak, heartache. Oh, babe, let's work it out. I'll show you how to break it down. There's no need to be held now. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know what you waiting for, but why you thinking, baby? I'll be out here tearing up the floor. So tell me what you waiting for? Girl like me don't need to be with no one sleeping on my love. Time to wake up. Oh, time to wake up. Oh, wait. Stay together when we shine the rain. No matter the weather, we will stay. As long as we have each other, stay together.
In May of 2014, it was made public that the girl group of Dr. Music, Rania, had signed a contract with the Spanish label Ingenio Media. They reported that Rania would be gaining a new member to replace Liko, who had not been active as a member since 2013, and that a Korean comeback was planned for July, with a digital single titled Acceleration. As those familiar with Rania already know, the group had been dealing with amateur management since their debut. July was almost over, but Acceleration was nowhere to be found. A staffer at Ingenio decided to take matters into their own hands and leaked Acceleration to a fan. The fan, who went by the name Candy, is infamous among the fan community for spending over 10 years as a sasang of Rania and other artists as well. The leak led to the release being cancelled and Ingenio Media cutting ties with Rania. The agency informed Dr. Music that they were no longer interested in working with the group, declaring that the comeback was taking too long. In a statement released for the public, they clarified that they were not even looking for a member to replace Liko, as such a matter could only be handled by Dr. Music, and apologized for causing any confusion. Following smaller releases made for the country, in 2015, T-ara was supposed to properly debut in China. The group organically achieved massive popularity there, so it was certain that the release would be met with a lot of success. They were set to come out with a Chinese album that featured a title track created by the legendary Shinsadong Tiger. The track was called 123 and was also recorded in Korean. The Korean version was not officially released, but was used as a soundtrack for the group's web drama Sweet Temptation. Fans loved the song. It reminded many of the acclaimed single, Number 9. And speaking of Number 9, it was theorized that a Mandarin version of the song could be included on the album, because the group performed it in the country's language during a concert in Chengdu. But that was all. China was and still is a very important part of T-ara's career, especially during that time when they were pretty much cancelled in Korea. But strangely, without any explanations, their album and title track simply never came out. The group continued to work there, but even after all these years, all that the Chinese public got were Mandarin adaptations of previously released songs.